Hi, welcome to Module 6. In this module, we're going to be looking at Disney and the fairy tale. And Disney has single-handedly really transformed our perceptions of fairy tale. So even the written versions of these folk tales slash fairy tales were very closely allied with original oral content. But Disney took a huge leap, and rather than hearkening back to the values of the time that the tales were written, he instead embedded in these films of his, these little cartoon pieces of his, um, the values and the cultural identity of sort of 1950s, 40s, 50s America. And so you're going to see a very different focus in his tales. Right, so the learning objectives are to understand the background of fairy tale animation, starting with silent films, and then you're going to look at the role of Disney and his films and how they feature in the fairy tale. You're going to discover how he added his own American imprint, and you're going to learn that when we think of certain fairy tales today, we no longer think of their original versions. And in fact, many of us don't even know that there are other versions that predate Disney. So, which is rather interesting, I think. So, you're going to contextualize Disney within this landscape of the film genre, the silent film genre, and you will be looking at his role and where he fits in the grand scale of things. You will see that he's not the only one. There are other people. Tex Avery, you would have seen his video in the earlier module, puts his own imprint on the fairy tale in his own rendition of the fairy tale. So Disney is certainly doing what other people are doing. He just seems to have been more successful at it, and have added, his imprint was more lasting because that's the imprint that we see today. So when you're looking at these films, when you're doing the readings, you're going to be looking at how his influence changed how we think about the fairy tale, right? And we're going to ask ourselves, does it matter? Does it matter that he changed the fairy tale forever? Right? So now you'll have something to compare this to, because in the previous modules you have looked at the earlier versions of these tales, and you can see really how far we've come in terms of interpretation. And that's pretty much what you'll be doing in this module. Good luck.